Ponytails. Read by Scribbler. Yes, Apple Bloom, there is a Santa Hooves. By Lucky Dreams. From Apple Bloom to Santa Hooves.
Dear Santa Hooves, for Hearthwarming this year, I don't want presents. I want a cutie mark. I have been good all year long, and I really deserve one. From Apple Bloom, age 7 3/4.
From Santa Hooves to Apple Bloom. North Pole Enterprises Limited. You send the wishes, we bring the joy. 1 North Pole Lane, Crystal Empire, JB24 5HN. 2 Apple Bloom, aged 7 3/4. Sweet Apple Acres, Ponyville, Equestria. PV3 5EP. 23rd of November. Dear
Apple Bloom, aged 7 3/4.
We acknowledge your letter and were simply delighted to read it. Unfortunately, your request for a
Cutie mark.
was sadly unsuccessful this time because
Item cannot be gifted.
we do, of course, apologize for the inconvenience and wish you a merry Hearthwarming. Yours sincerely, Santa Hooves, President and CEO. From Apple Bloom to Santa Hooves.
Dear Santa Hooves, y'all don't understand. I have to get a cutie mark or I'll die. Every pony else already has theirs. I just want mine. From Apple Bloom.
From Santa Hooves to Apple Bloom. North Pole Enterprises Limited. You send the wishes, we bring the joy. 1 North Pole Lane, Crystal Empire, JB24 5HN. 2 Apple Bloom, aged 7 3/4. Sweet Apple Acres, Ponyville, Equestria. PV3 5EP. 30th of November. Dear
Apple Bloom,
we acknowledge your letter and were simply delighted to read it. Unfortunately, your request for a
cutie mark.
was sadly unsuccessful this time because
Not possible for item to be gifted.
we do, of course, apologize for the inconvenience and wish you a merry Hearthwarming. Yours sincerely, Santa Hooves, President and CEO. From Applejack to North Pole Enterprises Limited. Dear North Pole Enterprises, my name is Applejack, and I'm writing on behalf of my little sister Apple Bloom to ask, what in tarnation is going on here? And don't write back and tell me you don't know what I'm talking about, because you darn well do. Let me refresh your memories. First, my little sister writes to you and asks for a cutie mark. You tell her that she can't have one, which is fair enough. Except, what that letter was, I don't even know. I've never seen anything so gosh darn cold. Then she writes again, and you send her the same letter as before, but with the date changed. Now, I'm no fool. I know you can't give her what she wants. But then again, no pony makes my little sister cry twice and gets away with it. I expect a full apology from those letters, and I want it hoof writing, none of this here typewriter rubbish. And I want it written by Santa Hooves himself, not his secretary, not the pony who works in the mailroom. Santa Hooves. If not, mark my words, there will be trouble. I just can't believe, after all these years, this is how I find out that Santa Hooves is real. For shame. Yours, Applejack. P.S. It's been 14 years. Count 'em, 14 years. Where in Equestria is my easy full oven? The one with the ready-to-bake apple pies. From Sweetie Belle to Santa Hooves.
Dear Santa Hooves, hello, my name's Sweetie Belle. I have already posted my heartwarming list, but I wanted to add something. Please, 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 give me an apple bloom and Scootaloo have cutie marks. You said you can, but you're Santa Hooves and you can do anything, and Apple Bloom was crying. It made me feel really sad. You can make it better. From Sweetie Belle.
From Scootaloo to Santa Hooves.
Yo, Hooves! It's Scootaloo, the filly who asked for the deluxe Wonderbolts Activity Center with the real clouds. But I would give it up for you to say sorry to my best friend Apple Bloom. Please! Awesomely yours, Scootaloo. P.S. Sweetie Belle is my best friend too. Are you sure we can't have cutie marks?
From Gloomy Skies to Applejack. North Pole Enterprises Limited. You send the wishes, we bring the joy. 1 North Pole Lane, Crystal Empire, JB24 5HN. Applejack, Sweet Apple Acres, Ponyville, Equestria, PV3 5EP. 5th of December.
Dear Applejack, thank you for your letter dated 1st of December. Please be aware that North Pole Enterprises Limited is currently in the process of much-needed modernisation, and that, as is no doubt the same with any major corporation, minor errors are inevitable. Whilst we concede that it is unfortunate the way your sister was treated, neither are we prepared to accept full responsibility for the events that transpired. With regards to specific complaints, due to the time of year, Santa Hooves is currently unavailable to write a personal letter. It is with regret to inform you that the Easy Fall Oven apple pie range has been discontinued. By way of apology, please find enclosed a copy of Popular Hearth-Warming Classics Double Cassette Album. Retail value $4.99 bits. We hope you have a merry hearth-warming and happy winter roundup. Yours sincerely, Gloomy Skies, Head of Public Relations.
From Gloomy Skies to Sweetie Belle. North Pole Enterprises Limited. You send the wishes, we bring the joy. 1 North Pole Lane, Crystal Empire, JB24 5HN. Sweetie Belle, Watermill Close, Ponyville, Equestria, PV7 2WM. 6th of December.
Dear Sweetie Belle, we thank you for your letter, although we politely request that in future correspondence you kindly refrain from filling the envelope with glitter. We at North Pole Enterprises Limited wish to make it clear that the idea that Santa Hooves can do anything is a misconception. He does not possess the ability to make it better with regards to your friend's specific circumstances, for to do so would be to go above and beyond Regulation 26B as stated by our company charter. For your troubles, please find enclosed 3 packets of Test Cow Value Party Glitter. For a full list of regulations, please write to the above address and include 5 bits for posting and packaging. Have a merry hearth-warming and a happy winter wrap-up. Yours sincerely, Gloomy Skies, Head of Public Relations.
From Gloomy Skies to Scootaloo. North Pole Enterprises Limited. You send the wishes, we bring the joy. 1 North Pole Lane, Crystal Empire, JB24 5HN. Scootaloo, Cloud9 Driveway, Ponyville, Equestria, PV6 1FA. 6th of December.
Dear Scootaloo, thank you for your letter. You will no doubt be delighted to learn that your request for a deluxe Wonderbolt Activity Center with real clouds is currently being processed. A cutie mark can only be obtained by the pony in question. Hence, we are therefore excused from any and all responsibility related to the matter, circumstances being manifestly beyond our control. We are, however, prepared to compensate you for any distress incurred as a result of the situation. To this end, please find enclosed a copy of 10 Small Steps and 1 Big Leap to Perfect Hoof Writing, a guide for falls by Dr. Half-Rhyme, Ph.D. May we also take the opportunity to wish you a merry hearth-warming and a happy winter wrap-up. Yours sincerely, Gloomy Skies, Head of Public Relations.
From Scootaloo to Santa Hooves.
Dear Santa, I put traps around my fireplace. I won't move them until you say sorry to Apple Bloom. I don't want any presents till you do. From Scootaloo.
From Sweetie Belle to Gloomy Skies.
Dear Gloomy Skies, how's this for glitter? I am gonna keep sending it to you until Apple Bloom gets an apology. From Sweetie Belle.
From Applejack to Gloomy Skies.
Wait right there, Gloomy Skies. This here nonsense has gone on for far too long. It's beyond a joke. Much needed modernization, minor errors are inevitable. I'm gonna go ahead and say it straight. You can't scare me with your big long fancy pants words. All I'm asking for, all I want, is for Santa Hooves to say sorry for those awful letters he sent my sister. How hard could it be? Dear Apple Bloom, I'm sorry, son Santa. You see? Easy. You're seriously telling me that he's too busy to sit down for a second and write such a simple message? Between you and me, I'm a pretty patient pony. I can put up with a lot, but what I won't put up with is some yellow-bellied pen pusher too cowardly to apologize to a 7-year-old filly. So you've got a choice. Either get Santa to write to my sister, or if you won't, then tell him to stay away from my family this year, because Celestia help me, if I get my hooves on him, then I won't be held responsible for what I'll do to him. No pony messes with my little Apple Bloom, and I mean no pony.
You got that?
Yours, Applejack. P.S. Your darn tape didn't even work. Got all chewed up in the first lesson, and that's never happened with my tape player before.
From Gloomy Skies to Applejack.
North Pole Enterprises Limited. You send the wishes, we bring the joy. 1 North Pole Lane, Crystal Empire, JB24 5HN. Applejack, Sweet Apple Acres, Ponyville, Equestria, PV3 5EP. 15th of December. Dear Applejack, having further assessed the situation, whilst we are still not prepared to issue a formal apology, we at North Pole Enterprises Limited understand that heartwarming can be a stressful time of year for many of our customers. With this in mind, please find enclosed a gift certificate for 9.99 bits, redeemable in all major toy retailers. It is our hope that it will aid your sister in locating an adequate replacement for her cutie mark. Once more, have a merry heartwarming and a happy winter wrap-up. Yours sincerely, Gloomy Skies, Head of Public Relations.
From Gloomy Skies to Applejack.
For Applejack, and strictly off record in private, I wish this note was finding you under happier circumstances. I could get into a lot of trouble for writing this, but for what it's worth, I'm so sorry for what we've put you and your sister through. Things just haven't been the same up here since the big guy, that's Santa to you, hired some new ponies to help run things more smoothly. They used to work for a bank or something. I don't know. The point is, I have a little sister myself, and it breaks my heart what we've done to you. Again, I'm truly sorry. Yours, Gloomy Skies.
From Apple Bloom to Gloomy Skies.
Dear Gloomy Skies, you don't have to make excuses. Santa doesn't care about me. I get it already. From Apple Bloom.
From Santa Hooves to Apple Bloom.
Dearest Apple Bloom, how can I even begin to say sorry to you? Whilst I hope you can forgive the follies of a foolish old reindeer, you would be entirely within your rights to tear this letter into 1,000 pieces, and then send the pieces to the far-flung corners of Equestria with instruction that, on arrival, they be tossed upon the fire. I have treated you so awfully, and know that my dear friend and long-time employee, Gloomy Skies, came within an antler's breadth of quitting his job in protest of what I had become. You helped set me back along the right path. For that, I thank you. And know also how lucky you are to have family and friends who care for you so very much. Though I can't give you a cutie mark, I can at least say this, that in your sister and friends, and in their hearts, you already possess the truest gift of all. Its worth is more than that of any mark on your flank, and more valuable than all the presents in the whole world. That said, this being the week before Hearthswarming, it would be amiss of me not to leave you with a gift of my own. This is why I invite you, Applejack, Sweetie Belle, and of course Scootaloo, to come and visit my toy factory. All expenses paid for in full. It is the least I could do, and from the depths of my heart, I apologize. Yours truly, Santa Hooves. Dearest Applejack, though I know there can never be any true cure for the pain I've inflicted on you and your family in this, what should be the season of joy, I at least hope that the oven waiting for you in the kitchen goes some of the way to healing that hurt. I'm sorry it took so long to deliver, and I'm deeply sorry for everything else. Yours truly, Santa Hooves.
From Applebloom to Twilight Sparkle.
Dear Twilight, Sia said I had to write to you because you do those friendship letters to the princess. Look at this letter I got from Santa. This was the worst hearthwarming ever, and now it's the best, and all because of my friends. Happy hearthwarming. From Applebloom.
From Twilight Sparkle to Princess Celestia. Dear Princess Celestia, can you believe it? Not only did I forget to pack my special letter-writing quill before visiting my parents for hearthwarming, but they don't even have a single spare in the entire house. That is to say, after searching 2 whole floors in addition to the basement and the attic, all I found was a worn-out pencil with pictures of Hello Philly printed on the side. I love my parents dearly, but sometimes I can't help feeling that we're from 2 separate planets. However, I digress. Quill or no quill, the magic of friendship is simply too important to brush aside and not report on. This morning, I received a letter from one of your younger subjects. The girl in question, Applebloom, was a flower filly at your niece's wedding, so the 2 of you have met. It appears that she's been having a bit of trouble lately involving Santa Hooves, trouble that was no match for the power of friendship. For when ponies love each other, when they are prepared to stand up for one another and fight for what's right, then there is no end to what they can accomplish. Even when problems seem insurmountable and the going tough, in the end, one way or another, friendship prevails. In this instance, Applebloom was lucky enough to get an apology off Santa Hooves for the errors he made. But even if she hadn't, she still would have been surrounded by ponies who'd proven they were willing to stand by her and support her in her hour of need. What, I ask, embodies the spirit of hearthwarming more clearly than that? Here's wishing you a wonderful hearthwarming. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. That was, yes, Applebloom, there is a Santa Hooves. It was written by Lucky Dreams and read by Scribbler with special guest voice actor Gregory Finbrook. Okay, thank you very much for listening. It is currently at this stage in the UK 9 minutes to 11 at night on Christmas Day. I fully expected to have this fic uploaded way before this. However, things kind of got away from me. You know, that little pesky Christmas thing. I hope everybody else has either had a great Christmas, if you're in Australia or countries that are currently in my future, if you're in the UK, or are having a wonderful Christmas if you're in America or Canada or any other country that is behind me in time zones. Mine has been interesting. We'll use that word and leave it at that. I've had an interesting Christmas. Not necessarily one I would wish to repeat. I'm currently wearing the new headphones that 2 of my collaborators have sent me as a Christmas present. I must say it's very odd. I usually use earbuds, because I was in a car accident a few years ago which damaged the top of my skull, which means that I've got weird sensory things going on there, that it's really painful. I can't wear hats and things. So it's really strange. These are really impressive headphones. And they're balancing on the top of my head. It's really odd. Right, okay. I have nothing of any value to add other than I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas, be lovely to each other, and good night, everybody.